Hey everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Daria and today we are building two houses on one lot. And first of all, I want to invite you to subscribe to me in my other socials where I also try to actively post content, and I already have a large audience on TikTok, so I will be very glad to see you there. So this will be a rent house that I'm building for my save file, and of course we are in Willow Creek and this is a lot called Gardenescence. Initially the BFF household lived here, but I decided that this lot is way too big for them and they will probably live opposite because opposite is just a slightly smaller lot. So my idea is based on the fact that these two houses look the same in shape, but they are different in colors and they also have a different layout inside. And they are kind of like twin houses, but still they are slightly different from each other. Also, each of the houses has its own fenced yard with different feelings. I liked using a lot of plants in this neighborhood in Willow Creek because I wanted to convey that cozy, calm family vibe of the neighborhood, and I think a lot of plants fit that vibe very well. As you can see, one house is yellow and one is blue, and inside the yellow house will be brighter colors and the blue one will be more pastel neutral blue colors. I also made a small area between two yards where will be swings and benches, and this corner will actually be a common area. So, according to my idea, two sisters with their families live in these houses, and first we will meet the family from the blue house where four Sims live, a mother, a father, and their two daughters, and they also have a cat. So the first Sim is Jill Davis. She is the eldest of two sisters and she works as a cook, about level 5 or 6 in the chief's career, so she has a well-developed cooking skill and a little skill in making drinks, and she is also a perfectionist, kind and gourmet by character. So I can say that she is happy with her job, she definitely likes what she does, and of course her life goal is connected with the career of chef, but she also has a well-developed parenting skill and she loves to spend her free time with her daughters. Jill's husband, Sam Davis, he works in the office, also about the 6th level in the career, and he is a rather peculiar character. He is a loner, materialistic, and family-oriented by character traits, but he devotes too much time to his work, and because of this he spends less time with his family. He does not like noisy companies, the environment of strangers, which actually match his character trait. But despite this, he has a good level of charisma and he also has a well-developed logic skill. I made a tense dynamic of the relationship between Jill and Sam. They are going through a difficult period in their relationship, mirrored in work and family, and are increasingly moving away from each other. Sam is currently going through a midlife crisis and it is affecting his actions. And I believe that Sam has an affair on the side, so far I am not sure who it is, but I think it's one of his colleagues at work. In fact, this affects the relationship of Jill and Sam even worse. All through Jill is not aware of his betrayal. As I mentioned before, they have two daughters and the eldest daughter is called Victoria. She is a teenager and she is very bright character. Like most teenagers, she has conflict with her parents, especially with her father, and she often questions his authority in the family. And Sam constantly scolds Victoria for the way she behaves because it completely contradicts his expectations, because he expected her to be an excellent student, a modest child, and Victoria, of course, is not such a character at all. Her character traits are party animal and cheerful. She loves parties, she loves hanging out with friends, she's quite popular at school and she likes to wear brightly colored clothes. And she also shows interest in making drinks, and this is probably another thing that does not suit Sam because he hoped that she would be a doctor or a businesswoman, and probably deep down he hopes that she will change her interests as soon as she gets older. And personally, I really liked Victoria. This is probably one of my favorite Sims that I've created recently. Well, we move on to Victoria's younger sister. Her name is Sydney and she is still at the age of a toddler, and she is the favorite in the family, no matter how it sounds, but nevertheless, Victoria is in a wonderful relationship with her and Sydney loves to spend time play with her older sister. There is also a cat in the family. This is a boy named Dex, and he is a Abyssinian cat by breed. Generally speaking, the Davis family seems to be on the verge of falling apart. They seem to be doing well, but they are going through a difficult period, and the question is whether they will cope, whether Jill will still be with Sam, whether she will find out about the betrayal, whether the relationship between Victoria and Sam will improve. I think we can only guess about this, and probably we can move on to the next family that lives in the yellow house. This is the family of Jill's younger sister, which consists of 3 people, and they are also expecting a baby. We will start with Joanna Waters. If you notice, she and Jill are quite similar, but I still didn't want to make them identical twins, so I changed some features a little. Joanna does not have a permanent job. She used to work for a long time in a charity organization, but over time she realized that this is not what she wanted to do. She decided to try herself in floristry and she likes it more. Her husband built a tiny greenhouse for her where she has a florist table and she likes to spend quite a lot of time there, so she has a well-developed skill in floristry and also a little gardening and very well-developed charisma skill. She loves nature and insider and cheerful by character traits. She adores various clubs of interests where she meets different people and also dreams of founding her own club. Joanna is also in a fairly close relationship with Jill and they often spend time together, and she is also in a great relationship with her niece Victoria since they have similar characters. Joanna's husband is Dustin and they have great compatibility because he is friendly, raw and loves nature by character traits. He also likes to have many different hobbies and be interested in many areas, in particular fitness and fishing are close to him. Therefore, he has a good level of fitness and fishing skills, but he also has a well-developed charisma. He is building a sports career currently, but this is already his 3rd career. He is inclined to change the field of activity very quickly, and previously he had already worked in the police and worked in politics for a very short time, and it was when he worked in politics that he met Joanna, who at that time worked in charity fund. He has a lot in common with his wife. In general, they get along very well and they have a quite close, passionate relationship. In this way, the couple of Joanna and Dustin is completely different from the couple of Jill and Sam. And I think that Dustin also doesn't quite get along with Sam, or rather they have a neutral relationship. You can call them a sworn friends, they just accept the fact of each other's existence in the neighborhood, and that's enough. Joanna and Dustin have a school-age son named Ryan. He is rather conflicted child, but this is more about his environment at school. I think he has the status of a school bully because he is mean, but despite this, his parents support him in absolutely everything and always take his side. Ryan is very interested in sports and has very well-developed motor skills, and probably as a teenager he will be part of the school football team. Well, and his parents predict a great future for him in sports career. I also said earlier that the Waters family is expecting a baby. This is only the first trimester, but the couple will probably have a boy, and they are eagerly waiting and preparing for the arrival of the new family member and have already bought the necessary furniture. These are the interesting families that live here. I was thinking about who would own these rentals, and it will probably be one of the richer Sims. And I will definitely take this into account, and perhaps a family that is involved in real estate will live in Willow Creek and they will own several rentals in the city. I think this is a good idea. I also want to say that I will upload two families to the gallery together. That is, from two families there will be one big family. I did this because if I upload them separately, they will stop being relatives. Also, you can find these two houses that we are building today in my gallery and on my Patreon. The name of my gallery, all the necessary links, as well as information about our builds today will be in the description under this video. Well, if you want to watch the stop motion, it will be at the end. I marked this episode to make it easier for you to find it. Until then, enjoy watching. Bye bye!